for our Live at 5. Are you guys excited? So, my name is Jennifer Soto, and I wanted to welcome you to our Live at 5. Oh, my little thing is falling down. So, let me see if I can fix that. Okay. Wanted to welcome you to our Live at 5. Stick around, so watch the demo and then stick around for after, because after I'm going to share with you what our Black Friday specials are. It's November 2022, and I want to share those Black Friday specials with you. So as everybody's joining us today, go ahead and we're going to chat for a second about Thanksgiving. So I want you guys to tell me, say hi in the comments and share your favorite Thanksgiving side dish. And while you're doing that, I'm going to introduce myself. So I can't wait to see what you guys all say. I'm too far away to see all the chats, but I will definitely comment after. So my name is Jennifer Soto. I've been with Pampered for almost 25 years, and February will be 25 years. And I started because I wanted everything in the catalog. And I had 3 little bitties at home. My husband was in the Air Force, and times have changed in the last 25 years. We now have 4 girls. You've probably heard me talk about them. My husband is getting ready to retire. It's a very exciting time. And I still want everything in the catalog. I have everything, but we always have new stuff coming out, and I've always want it. So that's a big deal. I love to travel, and I love to travel for free with Pampered Chef. That's another reason I stick around. And I love to get to know all my friends that I get to know in the business. So, okay, so hopefully you guys have had a chance to kind of say what your favorite Thanksgiving dish is. I can't wait to see. We're going to talk about appetizers today. So last week we talked about sides, and we've talked about all kinds of different things. But this week we're going to talk about, maybe it was 2 weeks ago we talked about sides. I don't remember. Anyway, we're kind of on the Thanksgiving thing, and I'm going to give you guys some great last minute appetizers that you can do. You can still add these things to your grocery list, and you can still do them today for Thursday. So today is Tuesday, Thursday's coming up. These are also good for any time in the holidays you can, or anytime that you need to make a quick appetizer. So we'll give you some really great ideas for that. All right, so let's get started. Today we're making bacon wrapped asparagus, and the recipe that I have shared is a prosciutto wrapped asparagus. I did not get prosciutto, I had bacon on hand. This is what you get. It's gonna take a little bit longer to cook than prosciutto and be a little bit messier, but it's gonna be super tasty. I can't wait. And then I'm making a cranberry salsa, and we're gonna make a cream cheese dip as well. So these recipes are so fast that you're just gonna love being able to throw them together, whip them together, to have an extra recipe, or to have something that you can bring to a friend or family member's house. All right, so I went ahead, and the first one we're gonna make is the prosciutto wrapped asparagus and the bacon wrapped asparagus. And I've gotten everything pretty much ready. It has to cook for about 15 minutes, so I want to make sure we get that in the oven. But I wanted to share a couple of tips with you. First of all, this is a stoneware platter. It's perfect to go on the larger platter of the entertaining set. It can also go on the platter and lid for the rectangular baker. I'll make sure I link that in the comments so you can see what I'm talking about. But the platter and the lid is white handle, so you could do it, you can use it as a lid on the rectangular baker, or you can use it as a platter. So I'm going to use this one. It's a little bit larger, fits a little bit more on here. And here's your next tip. When you're using asparagus, so I back it up. I don't have my recipe in front of me, so I'm like winging it. Sorry, you guys. So the first thing I did was I went ahead and sprayed the platter. This is a stoneware platter. It's glazed all the way around. It can go in the dishwasher. And so I went ahead and sprayed it with a little bit of oil. Now I know we're gonna have bacon on here, but I just wanted to make sure that it doesn't stick. So I just did a little spritz of canola oil on there. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my asparagus, and whenever you have a recipe that says cut the tips off the asparagus, it does not mean this tip. This is the best part of the asparagus. Don't cut this part off. Just cut the end off. It should say cut the end off the asparagus. But what's easiest to do is asparagus just breaks when you bend it. Okay, this is really woody and fibery. You don't really want that part. So we're just gonna break. I only have 2 more pieces of bacon left, so we'll just break 2 of these apart. Super easy to do. Then we're gonna take the bacon. I probably could have cut these pieces of bacon in half down the middle, made them a little thinner. but I decided not to. It was an executive decision. Like I said, we're gonna wing it here. This is not meant to be rocket science, you guys. So we're just gonna wrap this with bacon loosely. If you're using the prosciutto, you will cut that in half because they're a little bit wider. So you wanna be sure you cut those in half. So we've got that on there. We're gonna add a little bit of pepper, fresh ground pepper on there. So we're just gonna ground that peppercorn right on the top. When this comes out, we can drizzle this with a balsamic glaze. You can put some fresh Parmesan cheese on there. I know that my boys are not gonna be in love with that, so we probably won't do that. But this is ready to go. I've got the oven preheated to 450 degrees. So we'll go ahead and put that in the oven. All right, so the Facebook page is a little bit smaller, so you don't get the picture of the oven, but the YouTube one does have the oven in it, so that's weird. All right, so now we've got that going. Let me set my timer for 10 minutes. I cannot see these buttons. Okay. T1. Okay. Go. Okay, so 10 to 13 minutes is probably going to be on a little bit longer side, but you never know, so I'm going to set it for 10 minutes. Now what we're going to do is go ahead and make our salsa. So we're going to use the Flex Plus today, and we're going to use the food processor part of the Flex Plus. And so we're going to need to prep our jalapeno first. So we're going to cut the stem of the jalapeno off, okay, and then I'm going to cut it in half. And then we're going to remove our seeds. All right, so jalapenos are spicy. So you could leave the seeds in there if you really like spicy, but we're going for a little more tang in this recipe. So we're not going to leave the seeds in there. Okay, so we've got that. We're gonna chunk this, drop it in. Okay, just quickly remove those seeds. You can use a spoon. A spoon is a great way to remove these seeds. You can use the corn more. I have no idea where my corn more is. It's probably up in my office. So that's another really great way to remove the seeds as well. All right, so the membranes are where all of the spicy is. So we've got those set aside right here. I'm actually gonna dump them in my trash bowl. So I have a trash bowl. This is gonna go out into the compost. I was actually looking on Facebook because I have a compost, a little thing that I put compost in, take it outside. I was actually looking on Facebook, like thinking maybe I want to get one of those electronic appliances that's compost. Doesn't that sound cool? Then it will just ground it down right here and I can put it in my houseplants or whatever. Use it for whatever, just right there. But they're like $400 on sale. So I have to think about that for a little bit. Okay, next thing we're gonna do is we need half of a Granny Smith apple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my apple wedger to wedge this Granny Smith apple, and we're just going to do half of it. Okay, that pulls the core out, and we need 5 slices, and I'm going to set these slices aside. We'll use those for something else. I'm going to take these and cut these in half. You could also use the crinkle cutter for that. Remove the seeds, place the jalapeno, cut the apple and green onion. Okay, so we need our green onion here. Take that little piece off. Okay, and again, we want to chunk this up. Doesn't have to be anything special. Green. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is put this on here. So we're gonna put this on. Now I've already got the slicing or the chopping blade in there, and I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit more about the Flex Plus in just a moment. But let's go ahead and get this started. We're gonna stick this in here. You can see it's got a little rubber footing on the bottom so it doesn't slide. And I'm doing this backwards. Normally I would have it face me, but I'm doing it backwards. So I turned it on. I'm gonna put it to plus, so it's the highest level. Then I'm gonna push the button and it's gonna chop. Okay, so we've got all of that really nice and chopped here. And I'll show you, probably could do it one little bit more. inhaled that cranberry or that jalapeno. So I'm gonna do it just a little bit more because, okay, so a couple things I love about this. First of all, there's no hole in the bottom. So there's no hole. You could do moist stuff. You don't have to worry about that. If you do like the, if you're doing the slicing blades, you just take this off and you add the slicing blades right on top. So we're gonna put this back in because we're gonna add, so then we're gonna juice the lime with the juicer. So we have our lime right here, okay? So we're gonna cut it in half. And then we're gonna use our juicer and add a tablespoon of juice. So add that in there. This recipe is super easy to double. You can make it the day before and it will keep up really well, but you can also make it like right when you're doing, before you have your people come over as a quick last minute recipe. Super fast. Juicer goes in the dishwasher and it's made of metal. So I've had mine forever, for like a super long time. So juice the lime, add the juice, cranberries. We have 1 cup of fresh cranberries. If they're frozen, you want to make sure that they come to room temperature. You don't want them to be frozen still. Okay, pulling that stuff off the sides. All right, and then we need our sugar and cilantro. So we need just a tablespoon of sugar. So I'm gonna use my tablespoon measure here, and I just put some sugar in a prep bowl. So I'll spread that around. That's gonna help bring out the juice in the cranberries. That's gonna be awesome. And then we just need a 1/4 cup of cilantro. So I've already washed the cilantro, and I love it because I just get to clip a little bit off. That's probably about a 1/4 cup of cilantro. Oops, don't want that one. Okay. I'm pulling out all these little strands here. Okay, so now we've got all of that in there, and then we're going to process some more. So we'll turn this on, put this to the highest, and then okay, let's check it. Oh, it looks amazing. All chopped up. I'm gonna pull this out so I don't cut my scraper up. One of the things I don't want to do is cut my scraper up. We'll make sure it's all mixed in there really well. It looks amazing. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna put it in the bowl. I'll tell you a little bit about this platter I have right here. I got some strands in there that I don't really want. You know, this is life with Jen. I mean, sometimes I do things fast and then I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Okay, this whole thing can go in the dishwasher. This whole top can go in the dishwasher. Super easy to clean. So we've got this right here. We're gonna let it sit. Well, I'm gonna taste it first. Delicious. A little spicy. Ooh, it's a little spicy. All right, could add some more sugar if you wanted to. I think I might add a little more sugar because that is a little spicy. I really want those juices to get out of the cranberries. We just needed a tablespoon of sugar, but we're gonna get those juices out of the cranberry and the apple. Remember, we have apple and cranberry in here. Okay, so I've got that good and mixed up. That should help on that zing a little bit. Okay, I'm actually gonna serve this on Thursday probably, so I need it to not be killer. So we're gonna put it on the chip and dip serving tray here. So this is another piece of stoneware. It's perfect for serving. You can do, we're gonna put some crackers. I mean, you could just put some crackers on here. You could serve it with some apples, some other things. Just a variety right here, just to kind of show you. Just like that, looks so pretty. Really nice for your table. All right, I'll post some pictures afterwards. So there's that. And the last thing we're gonna do while we're waiting for this bacon to cook, it says it has a minute left. Okay. Oh, so the Flex Plus. I know I've told you guys this before. I want to show you again. It has an immersion blender. So this piece right here will attach on, and it can be an immersion blender. So if you need to make your mayonnaise or your aioli, super awesome. And it has a mixer. So it has a mixer attachment, so you can attach the mixer on and make your whipped cream. I've done that before, made whipped cream, made mashed, we're just gonna be using this to make my mashed potatoes on Thursday. I mean, it's just so nice to have one tool that does everything. It has 2 batteries. It just is such a big helper in my kitchen, and saves me a ton of space because I have this one little basket that holds everything. So, okay. Last thing that we're gonna be doing is our cream cheese. All right, so I have a half of a block of cream cheese. I would suggest using a whole block of cream cheese. I just have a half a block. That's what I've got left from a recipe. And we're empty nesters, like we don't need to have a block of cream cheese spread around at the house for us to use. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this, and I'm only gonna do it on one side. There's a couple of different things you can do. You can be creative, and you can cut a Christmas tree out of your thing. And the way you would do that is just, let me wipe this off. You would just slice this in half, okay? And so you slice it in diagonal, the long way, flip this around, and then you have kind of a, and then you can kind of mush it together, and then you have like a Christmas tree. You can put a little broccoli stalk at the bottom, maybe even cut a little star out of a pepper or whatever if you want to. But what we're gonna do is we're just gonna mash it down a little bit. Okay, just kind of make it, and it's funny, I've been doing this forever, but it's kind of like a butter board, you know, or I did hummus board last week. So kind of like that, but you just want to give it a little bit of texture, spread it out a little bit, okay? And also look, I only used half a block of cream cheese, and it looks like a little bit more, okay? So I've got this spread out a little bit. I'm using the mini scraper, mini scraper, that's what it is. And then we're gonna put some spicy pineapple and rum sauce on it, because I thought this was a bottle of raspberry habanero sauce. It's not, and I need my raspberry habanero sauce for Thanksgiving. So we're gonna use the spicy pineapple. You can also use any jar, like I have a jar of cranberry chutney. You could use that instead and put that on here. That works also. We're just gonna use this pineapple right here. Oh, I should have opened this beforehand. I'm sorry, you guys, that I didn't do that. You have to see me do that. I can smell the bacon and asparagus, so I'm gonna finish this up really fast. Need to use like the jar opener, I think. Oh my goodness. Jar opener, must have. There we go. I did all these things, and that is the thing that worked, was the jar opener. Okay. Get a knife to get this going. You can also use, like, you know, another thing I'll use to get this going is a chopstick. Not chapstick, chopstick. All right, so we're just gonna put this on the top. You could sprinkle some like little green onions on the top of that if you wanted to. All right, oh my gosh, y'all, this is so good. I don't know if you've ever had this before. It tastes good on the top of ice cream. A little spicy, wonderful flavor. And then you would put your crackers or your other dippers right here. So pretty, so delicious. And a little spicy. So you could use pepper jelly. You could use, I got this at Tuesday morning. You could use a chutney that you made yourself. I mean, frankly, you could use this salsa that we just made to put on the top. So there's all kinds of different things that you could do. But I got a little spice in my throat here. So let me go ahead and get a mat to put here. A trivet, should I say. These trivets are actually on special, part of the Black Friday special. Oh my gosh, you guys, this looks amazing. This looks amazing. It probably could cook a little bit more. It probably could cook a little bit more, but I want to take it out. I want to show you how beautiful it is. It smells amazing. My house smells great. But we've got this in here. It's delicious, wonderful. The prosciutto is not going to put off as much oil, so you can actually, you could do this on a bar pan and then move it to a platter if you wanted to as well, especially if you're using bacon. Goodness, sorry you guys. All right, so that is it. That's all I've got. I'm actually going to put this back in the oven. I want these to get really good and crispy. There, some of them are looking good, but I want them to get a little bit crispier. Baked it on 450 degrees, and so that's kind of a really good, that's kind of what I end up baking everything on, is 450 degrees. So, all right, so Pampered Chef has a great Black Friday spell. I promised you guys I would tell you about our Black Friday sale, and so here we go. We have 20 items, and I'm not going to list them to you. I listed them to you last week, but I'll link them in the description. But we have 20 items that are on special for Black Friday. Some of them are really big discounts. Some of them are smaller discounts. So this is, I think this is $15 for this set, okay? So we have some items that are $15, some items that are $35, some items that are $50, and some items that are $99. So that's really exciting. Stocking stuffers, gifts for gift baskets, gifts for your anybody who eats or cooks. You will love these. So if you're stuck for some ideas, when you got a college kid, they need a popcorn maker, or they need a ceramic egg cooker. Those are another really good thing. We've also got our grater and our juicer and zester. That's really awesome. The spiralizer. Oh my gosh, y'all! January's around the corner and people start making New Year's resolutions. Our spiralizer's on sale for $50. That's $25 off. That's a great deal. That's 1/3 off. That's 2/3 of the price. So 60%, 30% off for that item. So that's pretty cool. So I'll link it so you guys can check and see. If you're in my VIP group, in my customer group, then all of that stuff is posted in there. You can go in there and look. And my Foodie Friends group, that's the group that I'm talking about. So our Black Friday special is really awesome. So starting on Friday, any order over $99 is going to get free shipping in the contiguous United States. If you're in Alaska, Hawaii, or APO address, then you're going to pay $5 for shipping Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So here's a tip. Go ahead and send me what you want. I'll set up your order. I'll go ahead and submit it for you on Friday. You won't even have to think about it. You can go ahead and get all that stuff to me ahead of time. I'll get your payment and then I will submit those orders on Friday or over the weekend, whatever day you want me to. Or you can just go to the link on those days and place your order. Free shipping. On Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Also, when you spend $99, you're also going to qualify for that $80 gift. You get to choose from 4 different items. So it's not an $80 gift. When you spend $80, you get a gift. So when you spend $99 to get free shipping, you're going to get a gift. So that's pretty cool. So if you know somebody that, if you have a big item that you want, or maybe somebody on your wish list, on your gift list, wants a multi-cooker, or wants an air fryer, or wants one of those things that's on the $99 list, consider hosting a party. $200 and you'll be able, $200 in orders, and you'll be able to get your own 60% off item, anything that you want, including those items that are on sale. So if you want to make your gifts, your gift giving even cheaper, this is a great way to do it. So a lot of parents are buying their kids air fryers and multi-cookers and blenders and even that Flex Plus. I mean, the air fryer is only $115 when you host a party and get it that way. So that's a really great deal. Okay, that deal is going on through the end of the year, actually, 60% off any one item, but you can kind of stack everything together this next week, okay? Let's see, too busy to party now, no big deal. In January, our hosts are getting double free. If you decide that you want to get host a party, either in November, December, or January, go ahead and comment below, send me a message. I'll be happy to get that set up for you. And because you booked for my live stream, I'll give you a little extra bonus added on to your host order when you close your party. So I hope that you'll join me next week. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Make sure you like, share, shop, and follow me, and we will get together next week. I have no clue what we're doing. So, all right. Have you guys have a great week, okay? Bye.